What does the word interest mean? Yes, sir. What was that? Good. That's just talking about having extra money. Money that is not yours. And we've talked about percentages, and there are different ways to calculate interest. I don't know why, well, I know why they go over this one, but real life doesn't work that way. So let's think in terms of money. Say you have $1,000 and you want to invest it. That means you want to make extra money by not doing any work. What is that called? What kind of income is that called?
Passive.
Passive income. There you go. Passive. You're not doing any work, but you're making money. That's all right. What are you sorry about? Did you pass gas? Did you passive gas? All right. So we're going to figure out how much money you can make, and we'll just say 8% for 3 years. Now in the 5th or 6th grade version of going over this, to figure out the interest, we just multiply these two numbers, $1,000 times 8%, and that gives you boom, ba, ba, da, ba. That's $80 if you were to do it once. But how many years are we talking about?
3 years.
So we have to multiply it by 3. So in 3 years, if you just put $1,000 in some kind of, I wouldn't say a bank. Bank does not give out that much interest, but some kind of mutual fund or investment. In 3 years, if you put in $1,000 and that's it, you make $240. Now, this is not how interest works. I don't know why they teach this in math, because it's like misleading. Interest is way more interesting than that, than this simple method right here. So this is the simple way. Now, if you want to be simple-minded and just try to get investments this way, feel free. But this is kind of how it works, but not exactly. This is an introduction to how it would work. So in reality, when you're talking interest, it's compounded, meaning that the extra money you get is also making extra money. So this money that you have is making money, plus this money you make makes money. And you keep doing that for however many years you're putting your money in there for. How many years are we doing this for? So technically what you're really doing is, you're doing for year 1, you're doing your $1,000 times 8%. And we already figured that out over here. That's $80. So that's in 1 year, you just made $80. But I'll just ask, you start off with $1,000, you now have $80. How much money do you have now? So now you got $1,080, 1080p. So this is how much money you have at the end of 1 year. Now for the second year, you're doing the exact same thing, except now how much money do you have? So basically you're doing 1,080 times 8%. Cross that out, cross that out. That's, what's 8 times 8?
64.
So 864 with the 10 on the bottom. So now the second year, you're making $86.40. So how much extra money did you make last year? Now you make an extra $6.40 more. Now how much money do we have? Well, 1080 plus 8640, $1166.40. Year 3. So we're doing it again for the last year, same exact idea. We have this time 1166.40. I'll just put the 0.4 times 8% is whatever that number is. Who would like to calculate that? 116.4 times 8, and then divide by 100. If you got a calculator, go ahead and use it. 116.4 times 8. I'm guessing it's going to be like 90 something. One 116.4 times 8.
9,331.20.
Okay, 9,331.2 divided by 100. So basically, it's going to be $93.31. So now, at the end of 3 years, you got, oops, not 10. You got 1164.40 plus 93.31. What does that add up to be? It's going to be a 71 over here. What's 4 plus 3? 7. 1257.71. So after 3 years, you start off with $1,000, and now you have an extra $257.71. When we did it simply, how much money did we get? $240. So by compounding it, you get an extra, well, this is 240, that's 257, so you get an extra $17 when it's compounded. So that's a lot better. Now again, this is not necessarily how it works. This is like a very simplified version of the compounded version. The way things are compounded are, well, technically it's daily, every single day, but for our sake, we'll make it monthly. So every month, this is compounded, which means it's 8% per year, which means we have to divide this 8 up into 12 months. Again, so we have to divide 8% divided by 12. So if we go over here, we have 8% per year. But I want to do it per month because that's how it's actually done. So what is, how many months in a year? So 8 divided by 12. So when I simplify this fraction, I get 2 over 3. 2 over 3, we'll say 2% over 3. And if you're to actually do the math work, that's actually just 0.6 repeating percent. But instead of doing that, you could just think of this. This is like saying 2 divided by 100 divided by 3. So this is just like saying 2 over 300. You get a more accurate answer if you use that number right there. So we have to go through that process every month. So 1,000 times 2 divided by 300, then add it. Then do it again. Whatever that answer is, multiply by 2 divided by 300, then add it to how much money you have. And you have to do that for 3 years every month. How many months is that? So you got to do that 36 times. Would we want to do that 36 times? I don't want to do that 36 times. If we look over here, doing that work, every month you get about, that first year, about $6.67 in interest. The next month, $6.71, blah, 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 blah. When you get through it, after that first year, you have an extra $83 in interest. Now, if you take a look over there, after the first year, what was the interest? $80. So already, you have an extra $3. After going through the same exact thing through the second year, you have $1,172. There you had $1,166. So you have an extra $6 here. And when you get to the very end, you're at $1,270.24. And again, how much money did you put in? $1,000. So without doing any work, you have an extra $270.24. Whereas over there, it was $1,257.71. So already you have an extra $13 by compounding monthly. Now, technically speaking, this is done every day. So you have to go through this process, and instead of dividing by 12, that 8%, you'd have to divide by 365.25, because you got your leap year too, and then multiply those numbers. And the numbers will be a little bit more than this, but I don't want to have to go through 365 times 3. So you're going through all this stuff, and you notice in 3 years, making $270 isn't that big of a deal, is it? Usually when you want to invest in things, 3 years ain't going to do it. You're not you'll do a better job finding an extra job and making that money. If you're planning on doing stuff like this, it's got to be in for the long haul, like 10, 15, 20 years. I'd say at the least. Some would say 5 years at the least. I would say 10 years at the least. You would need to be able to put, and again, that's just putting $1,000 away and that's it. When it comes to these kind of things, what you want to do is put more money in every year. So every year you're putting in something, like every month maybe, or every year. I would say every month. You can't tell. It all requires research and studying. So if you found this video interesting, please try this video up here. Or try my latest video right over here. Enjoy your day, and always keep mathing. All right, that's it.